or were parchment scrolls la. Kx cannot be ascertained. Vellum. Parchments were normally made from sheep, goat, or calf skin. In the 3rd and 4th centuries CE there arose a distinction between the coarser and the finer grades of the material, the coarser continuing to be called parchment, but the finer, vellum. The vellum was made from delicate skins of calf veal or kid, or of stillborn calves or lambs. It was prepared by scraping the hair from the washed skins, stretching them on a frame, washing and scraping again to remove inequalities, dusting with chalk, and rubbing with pumice. This produced a thin, smooth, almost white writing material that came to be widely used for important books until the invention of printing, for which paper was better and cheaper. Important Bible manuscripts such as the 4th century Sinaitic and Vatican No. 1209 as well as the 5th century Alexandrine manuscripts are of vellum. Pardon. The Hebrew word namiddle, sometimes translated pardon, is also used in the scriptures in the sense of race, lift up GE 45. 19. X6. 8. 2 Chi 2. 16. Take GE 27. 3. Take away new 16. 15. A basic meaning of the word, however, is bear, carry. GE 47. 30. 1 Chi 2. 26. S 44. 12. 13 There is still an allusion to this in instances where namiddle is appropriately translated pardon. The scriptures speak of the goat for Azazel as carrying away sin, and it was foretold that the Messiah would bear the error of the people. The 16. 8, 10, 22. Is for 53. 12 By reason of his carrying, or bearing, the error of others, pardon is made possible for them. See Azazel. Whereas the word namiddle may denote the pardon, or forgiveness, extended by God or by humans GE 18. 24, 26. 50. 17. Middle. Is used exclusively of God's forgiveness, the act by which the sinner is restored to divine favor in answer to his sincere prayer for forgiveness or to another's intercessory prayer. New 14. 19, 20. 1 Chi 8. 30. When the Hebrew namiddle has the sense of pardon, or forgiveness, the Greek Septuagint at times uses the word middle. In its basic sense, middle denotes let go of. This term can signify forgive, pardon. At Romans 4. 7, the Apostle Paul quoted from Psalm 32. 1:31. 1, LXX, where the reference is to Jehovah's pardoning revolt, and he used a form of the word middle.me, as does the Greek Septuagint o textoi acute miritra longo, Partridge 579. Among his great works, Solomon made both gardens and parks orchards, KJ. Heb. Far middle.sm in which he planted fruit trees of all sorts. EC2. 5 He uses the same term in his superlative song when he as the shepherd lover described the Shulamite maiden's skin as a paradise of pomegranates, with the choicest fruits. Ka 1. 1. 4. 12, 13 In post-exilic times, Nehemiah 2. 7, 8 shows that the Persian king had placed Asaph as the keeper of the park that belongs to the king, and that application had to be made for permission to fell trees from this park for the reconstruction work in Jerusalem. See forest. Garden. Parmashta Mashta from Persian, possibly meaning the very first. One of Haman's 10 sons. As 9. 9. Parmenas Middle. One of the 7 recommended to the apostles and appointed by them to ensure a just daily distribution of food supplies in the Jerusalem congregation after Pentecost of 33 CE Acts 6. 1-6. Parnak. A Zebulonite whose son Elizaphan was the tribal representative in dividing the promised land. New 34. 17, 18, 25. Parosh Flee. Founder of a family in Israel. There were 2,172 of his descendants who returned to Jerusalem with Zerubbabel in 537 BCE as 2. 1-3. NE7. 8 By the time that Ezra arrived in 468 BCE with 150 sons of Parosh led by Zechariah, Some of their family already in Jerusalem had taken foreign wives, whom they later sent away. Ezrate 1, 3, 10, 25, 44 Pedaiah, one of the family, repaired a section of Jerusalem's wall. Ne 3. 25 The head of the Perosh family attested to the later covenant agreeing to keep the law of Jehovah. Ne 9. 38. 10. 1, 14. Pashentapar Mitteldotchan Mitteldotdartha from Persian, possibly meaning the investigator. One of Haman's 10 sons. Es 9. 7. Parsin Parsin. One of the words mysteriously written on the wall of Belshazzar's palace and read and interpreted by Daniel. Dar 5. 25 It is the plural number of Perez, which means a half shekel, a division of a shekel. In giving the interpretation, Daniel did not use the plural parsin, but used the singular form Perez. Dar 5. 28 Perhaps this was